about the trust issue with China. They knew that coronavirus had happened back in December. They sent a delegation to the White House to shake everybody's hand. They knew that they had this virus that had started for the phase 1. Then they sent the largest delegation ever to Davos. And now the ambassador to China was on one of the Sunday shows this weekend, and he did not deny that coronavirus could have started in a weapons lab. I mean, this is huge stuff. I mean, he really needed a follow-up on this, but he didn't deny it. Senator Tom Cotton has been tweeting about this. Do we know if this started in a research lab, and how come they won't allow the CDC in there to better understand how this started? Because if they started this in a weapons lab, that's evidence that they are developing or trying to develop weapons of mass destruction, biological weapons.
So let's try to unpack a lot of things that's going on there. I think that the question of how this started ultimately has to be answered. I don't think now is necessarily the time to do that, because what we have to do is fight the crisis first. But China will have to be held accountable for how that started. I was very surprised that the Chinese ambassador did not answer that question.
Well, Mike Pompeo was at the Governors Association talking about the way that China tries to dominate. Are they tracking Americans regularly? I mean, I know they're tracking the Chinese citizens, but are they also tracking us here?
We're all targets politically, and it goes down, as Secretary Pompeo noted in his speech, to the state and local levels. It's trying to deal with China. They're an authoritarian country. They don't allow us to go over there and try to influence their political system, and we have no intention of doing that.
Yeah.
But they do come here and certainly do that. That speech, I urge everybody to watch it on YouTube and read it, because it identified things like the 1,000 Talents program, as well as pressure that China puts.
Thank you. Next
on our
time we got to talk about
politicians.